Hey everybody, it's Lisa Brown, Broncos Crafting. How's everybody doing today? I saw you guys all this morning. There we go, now I can see. Oh goodness, let me get my chair back up here. Oh goodness, there. Now I got my chair up here. It makes it a little bit easier for me to see. Excuse me. Let me get my blade here. Hey Chris, how are you doing today? Let me get my blade down here so I don't cut myself. That's the last thing I need. Hey Cherie, how are you doing? Hey Denise. Yeah, see that okay? We're going to redo a old Goodwill shoe. And I did sanitize it, believe it or not. Hey Elsie, hey Kay, hey Deborah, hey Gail. Let me see if I can pull myself up on my page in case I get some of those scuzzy people on here again. You know, all those trolls that we keep having. There I am. Hey, Mary. Oh, I don't know what I did with my notebook. I'll have to write them down. Oh, there it is. Let me make sure I got my notebook out handy. Thank you, Mary. Hey, Ruby. Hey, Leslie. Hey, Denise. We are going to redo an old, I've got two of these. And I've already got my, I went to Dollar Tree because I can't find any of the Oasis, which is that really soft stuff like this. And all they had was a hard stuff, and I hate that hard stuff. Absolutely hate it. Let's see, is my glue gun heated up? Hold on just a second. Let me see if I got my glue gun heated up over here. Yep, it's heated up. Let me sit it right there. We're going to need it. Hey, Mary Underwood. Hey, Anna. Okay, this is just an old, and this one's kind of a suede. I usually like to get like the great big shoes, you know, like the 10, 11, 12 shoes. My daughters wear like a 9.5 or a 10, and I wear like a 6.5 to 7, like my oldest daughter. Our feet are a whole lot smaller than our daughters. Thank you, Denise. And this is a size 6, it says. And I thought about painting it, because normally I paint before I decoupage. But since this is a light color, I'm going to leave it alone. And I've kind of thought, do I want to do this napkin here on them, which is really, really pretty? Or do I want to do something a little more classier that I could use year-round? So what do you guys think? Do you like number 1? Oh, I don't either, Carol. I don't either. Do you like the green one or the black one? Because I want to make it where I can do it year-round. And the green one's kind of iffy, but the black and gold would be like all year-round. Hey, Beverly. Yeah, this stuff right here is really crumbly and it gets all over. I really like just the good old soft Oasis. You had shoes that looked like that in the 80s? I bet so. I think we probably all did, didn't we? Hey, Sybil. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Laura. So what do you think? Do we want to do the green or the black? 2 black? I think the black. I'm really thinking the black because I can do that year-round. And those would look good just on a shelf setter. Let's set those over there. Listen, guys, I have my Crafting with Lisa still open. It's $15 a month. And I'm going to show you what we started tonight. If you can see that right there. We started that tonight. I'm going to paint it later. Hey, Lisa. So, don't forget, I have my Crafting with Lisa Brown. It's $15 a month, and we meet every Thursday night. I give you what we're going to do on Friday. And we have been having some fun. Absolute fun. So if you're interested in it, shoot me a message. Or I will put the PayPal link up on my page. You can join it that way, and then I'll see it, and I'll get you the link to the class. Hey, Denise. Okay, let's go ahead and do this one. I am going to start with some decoupage medium. But I think all I've got there is the glossy. I wonder if this will work with this varnish, because that's supposed to work with textiles too. Black and gold. I'm thinking black and gold too. So I'm going to go ahead and use this right here. Minnie Mouse shoes. I have to agree. They do look like that, don't they? I sorted out all my brushes yesterday. And I'm going to reach up here and I'm going to grab. I sorted all my brushes. That way I can find them a little bit better. I'm not going to really need a paintbrush because I'm not going to paint it. I'm going to leave it just like it is. And we're going to take some of this, but let's go ahead and put this on here. You know, this way I could put in some spring flowers. We could put in some summer flowers. We could put in some fall flowers, put in Christmas, and do that. This is a napkin, and I don't know where I got it. Yeah, Leslie's in the class. Hey, Penny. Barbara's in the class. Get a little bit of that glue on there so I can, there we go. I'm probably going to need at least 2 of these. Hey, Gail. But we have fun in my little Crafting with Lisa group. And like I said, it is a paid group. And if you click on the group, it'll ask you if you've paid it. It gives you the PayPal link there too. Now this napkin here has a really good second sheet here. If you wanted to do something black and white, you could use the inner part of this napkin right here. That is pretty. I'm going to hang on to that. We might use that for something later on. Hey, thank you, Teresa. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do 2 of these. Just in case, because they're just a little bit harder to do. Hey, Tony McGee. Oops, I just tore that one. Hey, Angela. But we're having fun in our private group. So if you guys want to join it, just let me know. I'll send you the PayPal link and you can quit at any time if you're not getting anything out of it. Okay. There we go. But this the middle part is really got a good, if you wanted to do a really muted background on something, that would really be pretty. It's almost like a gray. Okay, let's go ahead and take these over here. And I think I'm going to try to keep it as a whole piece. Oh, we may only need, well, maybe only need 1. And I don't want the little gold rim on the outside. So I'm going to go ahead and get my scissors here, if I can find them, and cut off this little gold piece right here. Actually, I'm going to cut off that little waffle edge, you know, they have, where they've got like a printed with little holes in it. I'm going to take that off. I'm going to take that off. Yep, you could make rice paper out of these. These would be pretty rice paper. I'm going to cut off that little, because you know, some of them have that little stamped edge, and I don't want to see that stamped edge on it. And it's about 1 inch all the way around, so it will take us 2 of these. I mean, it's a pretty little stamped edge. Hey, Shar. Today I went with Michelle. We went to an Amish flower place that grows and sells flower plants. And I actually picked up 3. We'll see if I kill them. We'll see. I'm going to go ahead and throw this part away. Because you guys know how bad I tell you I have a black thumb. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and fold this one up and I'll cut it maybe a little bit easier. Saturday, we're going to go down and watch our 2 grandsons. And they have renamed Griffin to be called Scooter because he scoots everywhere. We may have to have 3 since I took that off. So let's go ahead and see what we can do here. I may not be able to get them all on because I really don't want any wrinkles. So I'm probably just going to take pieces of it and start Mod Podging it on. And I think I'm going to start with the very part of the toe so that it's one whole piece. One whole piece. So this is a pretty thick Decoupage glue, glue for gluing napkins and paper projects. Protect from frost. Well, there's no danger of having frost in this building. So let's go ahead and I'm going to start, and I'm going to make sure I let it go inside the rim just a little bit. So I'm going to take that over here so I don't spill it. And I'm going to just come right inside that lip. And hopefully this is going to do good. And we'll have to go all the way down to the bottom. But I'm going to get this whole top right here. The whole toe. Like I said, I'm not going to paint this one. Normally I would paint them. But I decided not to paint this one because it's already a light color. Okay, let's get the toe part done. I'm going to turn it towards you this way. And we may have to do a little bit of cutting. So let's just go down. I'm going to use my finger. And I'm going to come over. And we might have to like take a split in it just a little bit so that it'll lay kind of flat. So I'm going to take this piece here and we'll come down. I need to put a little bit more glue underneath here. Let's let it come down. And I'm going to use my finger right here. And I'm going to go ahead and put some glue over that. And then this piece will kind of lap over it just a little bit. And we'll put some glue here on top. Oops, I got glue on my finger. So we kind of got the top right here going. And it's really wanting to soak into this velvet. So let's do the same thing over here on this side. Let's bring it over. And I'm going to cut a piece right up the center. And I'm going to do the same thing on the toe part. And let's go ahead and put that down. And we'll put some glue over it. And then let's bring this over and across. And then we're going to do the same thing up over here. We're going to take that corner and bring that back. And let me cut this out right here because I know I'm not going to need all of this right here. I want just enough to put in here. And we'll make some little slits. Probably need to make a little deeper slit. How far down do I need to go? There we go. Okay. Let's bring that back and let's bring that piece over. And I'm going to bring this piece over. I'm going to just kind of like glue it down. And then we're going to bring this piece over like that. And if you get wrinkles, it's okay. You know what? It's going to be a planter. It's going to be a fake flower planter. Okay, let me get my pieces right here down in there. And that needs to be all the way down to that lip. And I'm going to cut this piece right here because I don't want to have to try to work that piece in. Okay, we need to come over a little bit more right through there. Okay, it's a coming. Let's come over here and we'll do the same thing. We'll go straight up. And we'll keep those pieces in case we need them. Hey, Colleen. I'm going to go ahead and give this a good coat of this varnish. And then we're going to dry this part. There. We're going to dry this part. We're going to trim it off so it's not in our way. I had gone to Goodwill with Betty Young. You guys all know Betty Young. She's on here. She doesn't live that far from me. And we were looking at shoes, and I told her a project I was going to redo. I did this a couple years ago with the Christmas napkin. I've done one with the spring napkin. Hey, Robin. Thanks, Patricia. And I thought I'm going to do one with the little classier one. She is doing good. We had a good time today. Went to the doctor, went and weighed in. And she had her doctor's appointment, and then she went to weigh in with me. And then we and Andrea went to eat pizza, and then we went to an Amish flower shop. Hey, Cindy. Whoops, I want to keep those pieces. Okay. I'm going to let that dry. I think I'm going to try to cut this off instead of sanding it. So if I kind of follow the edge of that shoe, and then we'll have to do a little bit of cutting up underneath here. Okay. Now, if I need to sand those, I will, but I need to put a little bit here on the toe. Hey, Karen. Lay all this down. Okay. I need to lay that piece right there down. I'll come back in and dry this part and trim it up, but at least I got the biggest part of that down. And there's the tip of it right there. Isn't that cute? Pat, I don't know. I just saw a big shoe in Hobby Lobby, or not Hobby Lobby, in Dollar Tree one year. And I thought, man, that would make a cute little planner. And I just did it. You know, you can make a planner out of just about anything, really. Not a real planner, but, you know, you can do a faux planner. Okay, let's stick some of these pieces on. I got the cows and the low. Oh, yay. I'm glad you got it. I'm going to go ahead and let that over just a little bit. I'm going to use my finger to kind of, well, I better not. I may end up tearing that more than I want. Right there. Let's go right inside of our heel, or our inside of our shoe here. Whoops, I just tore it. If you put a tear in it, it's not the end of the world. Just take a little piece and Mod Podge it right on. Nobody's gonna know but you. There. I hit that one little spot. Okay, let's go ahead and tap that down. And then we'll fix that piece right there. And you can't even see where I tore it up here. I just put another little tiny piece right over the top of it. Hey, Kathy Rose. Don't forget, here at the end of the video tonight, I'll take 5 names down for the giveaway that's coming up. And guys, I'm getting ready to hit 70,000. And when I hit 70,000, excuse me, I'll do a giveaway. Another giveaway. I'm going to lay that down real careful. And let's see, is this piece big enough? Nope. Nope. This one might be big enough. Yep, that's going to be big enough. As soon as we hit 70,000, I'll give another giveaway. Last time I gave away a 3 months subscription to my crafting kits, but I'm not doing my crafting kits anymore, but I'll do something extra special. Oh, thank you, Becky. Yeah, almost 70,000. We're pretty close. I haven't got it yet, but I am pretty close. I'm about 300 away, I think. About 300 away. And as soon as I get it, I'll do a giveaway. Okay, I'm trying to get enough on there so that'll stick in there really good. All right, come on. Or I may do 2 Amazon gift cards. That way, if it ends up being somebody that doesn't live in the U.S., they can still get in on it. Okay, let me dry that because I need that to toughen up just a little bit. I need that to stick. Well, hey, Joy. This is really a pretty napkin. I can see where I clean this shoe, it's starting to come apart. That's why I'm turning it into something. Okay. Now, we used about a whole napkin on that side. Let me see if I can brush out this old deteriorated lining here. And just get rid of it. And we got another napkin here, and let's start over here. Oop, that's wet. Let me get that. Oh, wow, Deborah. That's awesome. That's been a while, hasn't it? I'm going to just cut a little piece out of this piece right here, because we still have that heel to do. Oh, there, that helped a lot just by doing that. Can everybody hear me better tonight? I found my earbuds and I got them in, and I'm hoping that everybody can hear a little bit better. Let me overlap that just a little bit. I got them found, I got them charged up. My problem is keeping them charged. Good. I am the world's worst about charging my earbuds. I really am. I'm going to go ahead and let this piece go in a little further since that's kind of deteriorating inside. And that'll kind of help seal up that inside edge there so that it's not leaving chunks. Okay, let's go ahead and put a coat on this one. Go ahead and put a coat inside here to seal that up. There we go. Whoops. I don't want to stick my finger in there and mess up my napkin. Okay, let's lay it down. I'll have to use an X-Acto knife, I think, and get right in there. Okay, let's take another piece. Let me cut it. Hey, Betsy. Sweet Honey Bee Crafts. You'll have to let me know what your name is. That way I can remember who I am saying hi to. Yep, it's a napkin. It's just a napkin. Ooh, we almost got all the way to the back. I literally need just a piece. So what I'm going to do, I have just a little tiny piece here in the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sneak in a little piece that I think will work. Oh, that's going to work right there. That little tiny piece. Let me put a little bit of... Guys, I craft with my hands. Sometimes I go in the house and I wonder, how am I going to get this stuff off? And put a little bit right there. That way when I lay this over, you don't see a tiny piece on top of it. So this just kind of blends it all in. I didn't see Betty Young on here. I don't remember where I got the napkins. I have a whole package of them. I don't know if I got them at Tuesday morning. It's been a while. Oop, that's a little short right there. So I'm going to take that little piece off. turn it sideways. I'll look and see how many napkins I have left, and I can put some on my website when I get my website up and running. And I'll also put some in the Happy Mail box that's going out on the 1st. Whoops, I'm just really tearing the back end of this. I need just a teeny piece. I mean a tiny little piece to cover up that little bitty brown hole there. My fingers are all sticky. Let me grab a wipe here and get this glue off my hands. Yeah, I'm trying really hard to get my website back up and running. It has just, it's been a mess since I had to fix it. And I'm still working on it. Oh, goodness. You might want to go unfollow and follow again, Crystal. Well, I got a lot of glue and fuzz on my fingers. Okay, let me find a tiny little piece to put on the back here. I don't need a very big piece. I did it again. I put my whole thing in there. Now, Crystal, I did come on a little bit later tonight because time I got out of my private group. Okay. Let's dry this really good. I am feeling better. There's Michelle. We ate the hottest cheese dip today. I don't know who was more on fire, me or Andrea. There we go. I thought this was a turntable, but it's not a turntable. It's just a little riser. I think I need to turn my heat down just a little bit. A little hot. Oh, thank you, Latricia. Or Letitia. Hey, Betty. There's Betty. I think that's looking pretty good. Let me grab my blade here and let me go ahead and trim this up just a little bit. Nope, it's still too wet. But I can just kind of go like that. No, I'll have to let this dry really good. Yeah, we'll have to let it dry. That's okay. We'll let it dry. Let's go ahead and do the back part of it. We just got the heel left. Let's just turn it upside down. And I see some right here I need to glue just a little bit. Okay. All right. I think I've got a whole piece of a napkin that I can stick on this. Let me see if I got enough to wrap around it. Let's see. Let's stick this in here. Maybe that'll help it sit. Nope. There. Okay, we got enough. I want to make sure I got the I got a little bit of that braid on the bottom of that. I didn't get it all cut off. There we go. Well, now's when I need my little thing from Scrappy's Rustic. Oh, there, that works. Okay. I'm going to take that corner off, and I'm going to take that corner off. And let's see what we can do. Nothing else, we'll just cut up another napkin if this doesn't work. I'm going to do a little bit at a time. I got a little tear and I want to overlap that just a tad. Okay. Well, we're going to have to like make a little pleat, I think, right there. So let's kind of tip it up a little bit. And let's overlap that a little bit. And we're going to have a wrinkle, but I think once we get it all glued down, it's not going to be that big of a deal. Whoops. I've never done a chunky heel. I've always done like the really thin heels. Jeff's doing good, Laura. He had a good visit today at the doctor's. Everything is still doing good. He's actually walked. He didn't do it today because he was gone all day, but he actually has been walking out to the very end of our drive, and that's a good 500 feet, about 4 times a day, to try and get his stamina back up. And so he's doing real good. Okay, I'm going to cut that piece right there off. And I'm going to trim that piece down. Just a little bit. Yeah, these chunky heels are a little bit harder than those little pencil heels. Oh, good, Diane. I'm glad you're going to go, because you sure don't want to wait too long, because then your recovery is not nearly as easy. Okay. Let's cut that piece off. And then let's take this piece Make a little pleat. Lay that piece down. And let's cut that piece off. Let me get my thinner scissors here. It's taking a long time to cover this thing. Okay, that sounds good. Definitely let me know. You can PM me anytime. Okay, I'm gonna take these right here. I'm gonna just kind of tuck that down for right now. And I got a little hole right there. Wouldn't you know it? We're just going to put a patch over it. Put a patch that way. There we go. I'm just going to use my finger and try to find all the little places that want to come up. Looks like we need a little piece right there too. Little itty bitty piece. And we'll just stick a little piece right there. And my fingers are sticky. They've been sticky all night long. Everything I've done tonight has been with glue. All right, let's go ahead and dry that heel, and I'll have to do all the touch-ups after it gets good and dried. There we go. Back then, Michelle, we had no idea what we were doing, did we? We put that in there. And get my lid. It does, doesn't it, Laura? It kind of looks like it's made this way. Let's go ahead and dry that heel up. But I'll trim all of these little pieces around the bottom tomorrow. Let it get good and dry. Oh yeah, I used to be really hard on shoes. Growing up as a kid, I was hard on shoes. My sister wasn't though. She's like a shoe hoarder. Or what's that called? She's a shoe hoarder. Betsy, I don't know about that. But I mean, it's cute. And I think I paid, what, $3.99 for this pair? Oh no, Diane. Oatmeal bath. Benadryl. All right, Betty. Or Beverly. I can remember those. We have some pictures where Michelle and I had patent leather shoes on as kids. With a red dress, a Christmas dress. With white sleeves. Okay, I think it's dry enough. I can do what I need to do to it. Now, we're going to go back decorating it. I'm going to put this old hard stuff in the bottom, and I'm going to put a little bit of glue on it. Just a little bit. Yeah, Ivy Dry is really good for it too. Caladryl, Benadryl. That's not going to stick. Let me get a little bit up there at the top. If I can just get a little bit in the top, I'm all right. And let's use this piece right here. up in there. And I forgot to grab some moss. I'll have to stick some moss in it later. There we go. Okay. Let me move that glue again out of the way so I don't kill myself, burn myself. Now watch Facebook ding me for that. Calamine lotion's good. This is a Dollar Tree wisteria. And we're going to use it because it's got some pink in it. And I've got a little purple. This says it's a German status. I like the fact they put their names on it because I couldn't tell you. I don't think I've ever had poison ivy. Now, my daughter did when she was in college because they were out at the lake and somebody built the fire and they had poison ivy and they threw in it and they all got covered. That was a while ago. Now, these are some pink and purple, and it says pansies. These are pretty. And I'm mainly going to do just pink and purples in it, I think. Maybe a little bit of white. Whoops. Well, that made that easy. And I've got a pretty one here, and I don't know where I got this. Maybe I'll use this purple instead of, I think I'll use the lighter colors instead of those brights. I may just use these right here. So, when using these, I'm going to cut them off as long as I can because I may not need them that long. And the nice thing about it is you can put these in. If I want to have this one right here, come down here at the bottom, I'll want to put it up here. So I'm going to cut it off and pull all of the flowers up. And we'll stick it right up in here because that'll hang down right about in there. And you can put more stuff in there as fillers. We may use some of this other stuff as a filler. I still have some of those cherry blossoms that I had. Your mom's eyes was shut. Now, guys, I am not a florist by any means. I just put them in until I like it. Oh, that's a good idea, Linda. I've never thought about that. We'll stick this one over here. Let those come out. And then we got two of these right here. And did you know if you have flowers and the leaves don't want to lay right? Let me pull these down. Take your hair dryer. Cheryl from M&C Treasures showed this. And you can straighten out those flowers, the leaves, and flowers. Because that one was bent, and it'll straighten them out. Hey, Pamela. We'll stick this one in back up in here. Let's cut this one down. And let's stick this one down in here. Let's go ahead and shorten that just a little bit more. Okay, now let's see, what else do I have up here? Those are more Christmassy. I've do got some of these right here. These were like for Easter, and I think I'm going to go ahead and use them. Just a little bit of them. They're just some garland ivy. And I got it at Hobby Lobby. It was $11.99, but I got it for like 90% off because they had Easter 90% off. So I paid what, $1 for it? Well, I'll tell you, I'm gonna leave that clipped. And let's just come in here and pull some pieces. I'm gonna stick it in up here. And then I'm just gonna kind of weave it in and around. I really like that oasis because you can make oasis kind of curl that in just a little bit and put it inside that shoe hanging out. This has a little bit of greenery with it too. Not a whole lot, but it's got a little bit. Let's just stick that in there. And let's just wind it around. It's got some little itty bitty flowers on it. And we'll just kind of cover it up the wire with some of the greenery in here. All right, let's go ahead and get some, we got those. Maybe we're gonna do these darker ones. Maybe a little darker color. What do you think? A little darker? Yeah, let's do these. These are probably tulips. Nope. Bush Gerber. I'm not one to tell you if it's not a rose or a chrysanthemum. I can't tell you. Carnation, that's about it. I think I like the darker ones. But I'll go in and I'll put in some filler. Let's see, that needs to be stuck down in there a little bit better. It came out. Came out. I like that oasis a whole lot better. You can just push stuff through it. And this stuff right here, it's like pushing through cement. Like pushing through cement. Yeah, he doesn't have a stint or a drain anymore. He feels so much better. I told him you were out walking better. He's out walking a whole lot better, walking further. It takes a while to get your strength back, that's for sure. That's what we got so far. What do you guys think so far? A little springy. Let's get one more of these. Maybe two. I think I'm gonna put some white in it too. Whoops. I just took that all off the stem. Thank you, Mary. I really wish I got my moss. Let's see, let's put this one and make it go up through here. There we go. Now let me look at it head on. Something just doesn't look right to me. Let's find, I think I only have one of these little daisies. It's got two little flowers on it. I need to get my flower holder made, is what I need. Okay, it needs something there in the middle. What do we have? Oh, we got a little bit of baby's breath here. We got some fake baby's breath. Let's stick some of that in there. Let's stick some of that. There we go. We'll fill it with that. There we go. I don't know where I got this. It's probably Temu is where I got this. Oh, Crystal, that is awesome. Aubrey's scan says she's cancer-free. That is awesome. That is good news. That is good news. I still think it needs something. I just can't figure it out. Let's see, what else do I have? I've got the dark pink, and I don't think so. That might work. I need something like small. I put this in. I'm not going to use that. And we're not going to use that pink. I went a little bit more muted colors than these brights. Got that. And I'm not going to put that in. Or that. Oh. I got something that might work. We may do these right here. Let me get all those over there. There's some greenery we can add. I've just got bits and pieces. Now, I know this right here came from Temu. These little bitty tea roses right here. I just need something right up in here. And it's really got the right colors. And let's put maybe one of these. Maybe one of these. It just needs something. I don't know. Just needs something. Let's see if I can get that rose to come down there a little bit and peek out. And then let's just put in a couple of pieces of greenery. I'm going to stick them here on the sides. I'll probably have to hot glue these in. They don't have a stem. Actually, I can't even see inside of this. We've got so much in here. I really don't have to put much moss in there. Then if I get tired of this, I'll just take these out and put in some summer flowers. Okay, I think I got it. What do you think, guys? You think that ended up just turning out to being a really cute little summery looking project here? Let's see, this needs to go down just a little bit deeper. There we go. Just a little summer project. Really can't see the shoe so much unless you set it up. And then it comes around the back of it. I think it turned out pretty good. I think I like it. There's a couple holes, but I don't know what I'm going to put in there just yet. I hadn't figured out. I do have some of this cherry blossom, but it's a little too pinky. And that's a little big. I could put in another one of these. Whoops, I took that one completely off the stem. Maybe stick this one right down in here. Yeah, that's what I need. A little bit of color right through there. Okay, I got it. Let's stick that one back on so we don't lose it. White made it pop. Yeah, I think just a little bit of white. I wished I had some more white. But they're in the bottom of my bag. And I've got to get that bag opened up. But then I've got to find a place for it too. I may have to hang it from the ceiling and just pull it down. Anyway, let me just see if I can hold it up right there. I think it looks cute in this little bitty stand. What do you think? That's just a little bitty stand. It's not a turntable, but I think that turned out pretty cute. Pretty cute. All right, let me get an ink pen here, and let me get this put back down. Let me grab my book. And let me scroll for 5 names, because the first is going to be here pretty soon. Pretty soon. Oh, that's okay, Carmen. You just missed us doing a long video. I usually don't do a video this long, but it took a while to get that shoe napkinized. Or decoupage. That's what we did. Okay, let me grab my book here. And today is the 25th. You know what? I did not pull 5 names this morning, did I? So I will go and I will dial 10 names for tonight. I'll do 10 names for tonight. So we'll do 10 names. So make sure you guys comment. It makes it easier for it to stop on it. Laura Bennett. Laura Bennett. Virginia Shugs. S-U-G-G-S. Crystal Barefoot. Go down the bottom and grab a name. Diane Johnson. Kathy Rose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we get 5 more. Vivian Crisco. Teresa Forrest. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 more. Let's go all the way down to the bottom and see what we got. Oh, thank you, Laura. You got somebody down there. Hopefully he didn't comment. I had to block. Carmen. Karma. G-O-E-R-N-E-R. All right, let me go down the bottom. Well, hey, Debbie from Bendigo, Australia. Welcome. Betsy Lonahan, B-E-T-S-Y. Oops, Betsy, L-A-L-E-H. L-E-H. O-N-E-N. Deborah Wester. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There, I got 10. I will grab 4 more names in the morning, or 5 more names in the morning. I'm going to come on at 9. Well, let's see. Well, I'll be back by 9:30. Yeah, I'll be back by 9:30. We're going to go pick up the boys and bring them to school. Thank you, Melanie. Anyway, have a great day. Have a great night, everybody, and we'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.